Better today, Lieutenant Sterling?
Oh, it's you, huh?
You would like me to write a letter? To your parents, perhaps?
Yeah. How long have I been here, anyhow?
A month. Perhaps a little less. I do not know.
How long have you been coming to cheer me up?
2 weeks tomorrow.
I wondered if you'd remember the date the same as I did.
Lieutenant Sterling, you must tell me what to write. It is not permitted for me to sit and talk too long with one patient.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I'll write to my family today. I have a few words I'd like to say to somebody else.
There's no name? Like you say, dear Mom?
No, dear Mom. Let's see, it was spring when I first came to Japan. The cherry blossoms were out. I thought am I going too fast, boy?
No, Lieutenant.
I thought I was lucky to be in the Army of Occupation. But I was lonely. Once I had tea on a hilltop. A little red table was built around the tree. Looked like a toy. Everywhere were people together. I was alone. I grew almost to hate the country, but then I was sent to Korea.
Sent to Korea?
Skip that part of it. Now that I'm back here and alive, I should feel the same loneliness. But I don't. Almost every day, a little Japanese girl comes to see me from the Red Cross. Her name is Tai Shimizu.
How do you know my name?
I have spies. I even know where you live. I even know about your grandfather.
Would you go on with the letter, Lieutenant, please?
All right. In her Red Cross outfit, she looks pretty much as any girl. I've often wondered what she'd look like in America. Of course, I haven't been able to be alone with her as yet, but when I get out of here, I hope that maybe she'll have tea with me at that same little table on the hilltop. Huh?
You're finished with the letter now?
Yeah. No. Just one more thing. Perhaps The reason I'm not so lonely is because I'm happy. I think you understand why, don't you? Back tomorrow.
I do not think it's best, Lieutenant.
Don't be afraid. After all, look at me. I can't do you any harm, can I? Can I? Welcome to my house, Lieutenant Sterling. Thank you, Mr. Shimizu. It was nice of you to invite me. Please sit down, Lieutenant Sterling. Thank you. You've chosen a fine day. It's rather warm. My granddaughter has told me much about you. I'm sorry I don't know your customs, sir, but in our country, I've been in your country. It was difficult for me at first to learn your customs. Ty said that you'd traveled a great deal. That's why you'd learn English. As a matter of fact, she's told me that. Something, Lieutenant. As a matter of fact, she told me that you had taught her to speak English. Yes. From the time Ty and her mother came to live with me, I have supervised her education. My only son died when Ty was a baby. I had hoped someday to take her on a trip to see the rest of the world, especially your country. Unfortunately, when my granddaughter became old enough to take this trip, a regrettable occurrence took place. Begging your pardon, Lieutenant, I have never cared for war. My granddaughter has told me of your meeting at the hospital, and later, I believe, by accident at various places, with Dishap on the hill. Well, not by accident as far as I was concerned, but you must understand, she always had that chaperone with her. The honorable widow of my son wishes to pay her respects. Well, I'm honored to meet you, Mr. Shimizu. At first, she was afraid, but eventually I persuaded her to talk with me. It would seem, Lieutenant, you have a very persuasive nature. She is in many ways emancipated, but in others, she is like her mother, like the women who have married into my family. That's why I came here to talk to you, Mr. Shimizu. I want to marry her. I think they did. I I know she wants to marry me. I love her. I'll take real good care of her. I want to take her home to America. I want my family to meet her so they can love her, too.
Where is your home?
In California. My dad, that's my father's a rancher. Well, look, if you want, you can find out more about me from my commanding officer, Colonel Birchfield.
In good time, Lieutenant. It seems our humble repast is fully prepared for us. You do me great honor to dine with me. There are a good many customs here in Japan, which may cause you a little discomfort. Many of your countrymen find this, shall we say, barbaric.
Oh, I guess that works both ways, sir.
Do they bite? I wouldn't trust them. First, before the ceremony, we must drink.
Ceremony?
This particular ceremony is celebrated only on special occasions. In honor of your visit to us, I felt it should be celebrated today. Your wine, Lieutenant.
Oh, excuse me.
A little sake before the meal.
What was this you were saying about a ceremony?
In your religion, there is no such thing as blood sacrifice. But we still make honorable sacrifices to our gods. You wonder, no doubt, why the two monkeys are present here at the table. They represent our household gods. And when we have a special guest like yourself, we sacrifice them in your honor.
Don't mind, it's not necessary.
Ah, but it must be done, Lieutenant. How else can we show you our homage?
Oh.
Jim, it is not true. Can you not see? He only did it to frighten you away.
What?
This is not a Japanese ceremony. We have never practiced it. My grandfather is a very kind man.
You mean this whole thing is a joke? You're not sitting at the table, you and your mother off by yourselves, everything?
No, not everything. Perhaps now that you see me in my grandfather's house, you do not wish to marry me.
Oh, so that's it. What does he take me for, anyway?
Don't be angry, please, Jim. His ways are not your ways. I will observe the etiquette in your country, Jim.
Honey, there isn't any etiquette in my country. At least not like this.
No?
No. No, you just be you, that's all that's necessary. You realize this is the first time we've been alone?
We must return to the house.
Come on, don't hang back. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Please.
Okay, we'll do it your way.
Retire, my child. You need not go. Our guest will be more comfortable if you will join us. You see, I gave orders to remove the monkeys.
You sure had me fooled.
I apologize for this unfortunate incident.
Did you honestly believe, sir, that I would have run out on your granddaughter?
One forgets when one is old what it is like to be young and in love. But I must speak in my own defense. I have seen a good bit of the world and know how different our ways are to yours. My granddaughter is a product of our ways and customs. I wish to present a symbol, shall I say, of the vast difference that lies between you both. So I selected something that would shock you deeply. I was wrong. Please forgive me.
Okay.
My child, Lieutenant Sterling has made an offer of marriage.
I know, Grandfather.
He wishes you to go with him to his country, to America. Do you fully understand what this will mean?
It means that I'll be an American, too.
Have you acquainted your family with your intention?
Well, no, but in our country, we don't have to ask our folks. You don't have to worry about them.
At the moment, I am thinking of my granddaughter. Ty, you were unable to think clearly. Your heart has bewitched you. I trust, I pray God, your God and mine, that you are equally sure of what you want.
Well, if you mean, do I love her, what more can I do?
Well, then, it would seem the next step is for you to proceed with the necessary arrangements.
You mean it's okay? You'll let me marry?
I do not wish to stand in the way of happiness. There is little enough of it. But I cannot say that I believe you are doing the right thing. But you have my blessing.
Oh, don't worry, honey. I'll make you happy. No, no, no. No, no. Don't you ever do that again.
There they are.
Bring your chin out now. Hello, son. How are you? Oh, it's great to be back. Gee, you look just the same as ever.
Hi, Jim.
Oh, hello, Ted. How are you? Gee, he's a big guy, isn't he? Oh, excuse me, honey. Dad, this is Ty. Welcome home, Ty. And this young squirt is my brother, Ted.
Hello. Hello.
Well, it's no use standing around here. The women folks are anxious to get a look at you. We just went out had the car friend to get her to stay at home and help your mother get things done. How about that? Fran McDonald marrying Art. Art always said he was never going to get married. So did I. Look what happened. Oh, hello there, Jim. Oh, hello, Woody. Hey, this is swell. We heard you were wounded. You look okay to me. Oh, sure. I'm stiff. Oh, hey, sorry. Sorry. Forget it. I'll call you in a day or two when I get organized. Yeah, right. Hiya, Woody. I'm Sterling. Couldn't remember his last name, honey, or I'd introduced you.
Why, it's Woody Blacker.
Oh,
Say,
that's right.
what happened to your memory?
Don't forget, I've been away for 3 years. Gee, it sure looks great, though. How's Mom? Oh, she's fine. A few gray hairs, maybe, but, well, we might as well face it. We're getting along. Got 2 married sons already. That's enough to make a fellow feel his age. Well, here we are. Oh, is this it? Yeah, step right in, Ty. I can't get over Fran McDonald marrying Art. She sure must have changed. She was a skinny kid when I left here.
Boy, she sure isn't now.
Oh, that looks like a good crop of lettuce, Dad. McDonald's still farming this place? No, the Hasagawas have it back. Oh, they're good farmers. No time at all, honey. You'll get to know these people just the way I do.
The Hasagawas, they're Japanese?
Second generation in this country. Nisi Japanese.
American Japanese like me?
We're almost home. There's the barn over there on the right, see? Look good to you, son? Sure does, Dad. This is home, honey.
Home.
Hiya, Mom.
Hello, son. Look. Damn it, I said I wasn't going to do it.
Hiya there, Lieutenant Sterling. You old sucker, you went and got married, did you? Yeah, Jim boy. I should say the same to you. Fran, this is a big surprise. How are you? Congratulations.
Thanks, Jim. You look better than I thought you would.
Ty. Come on, Ty. I want you to meet my folks. Mom, this is Ty.
It's good to meet you, Ty. Jim wrote us all about you. I'm honored.
And this is Fran, our new sister-in-law.
Hello, Ty.
And this is Art. Welcome to the Sterling Ranch.
It is a great honor.
I'll take your bags upstairs, Jim. Here, Dad. What room do we have, Mom?
Your old room.
Oh, that's great. Come on, Ty. Come on, Ty.
Excuse me, please.
Oh, come on, Mom. She seems okay.
I'll get supper on the table.
Boy, it's good to be home.
Your mother cooked all your old favorites.
I know, chicken and dumplings.
And strawberry shortcake.
Oh, Mom, you're the best.
Can I help you, Mom?
No, everything else is ready. I'm going to start the dumplings now.
I'll be down in a few minutes to help you put things on the table.
Okay.
You see that road? That leads to Monterey in the ocean. And that corner, you see? That's the end of our property.
Oh, it is beautiful, I think.
Oh, this room looks kind of bare, but you can fix it up however you like.
I think it is very pretty.
Oh, you think everything is wonderful. Well, you know something? I think you're wonderful.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder, does your mother?
Mom? Sure.
I want her to like me.
Well, look, honey, I know it's strange for you being in a house with a lot of people you don't know, but just try to relax and take it easy. Everything will be fine. I'm gonna run on down ahead. You make yourself look real pretty, huh?
Perhaps I'd put on a dress I bought in San Francisco.
Oh, good. That's a fine idea. Now, hurry up. Oh, the bathroom's down at the end of the hall.
Okay. Hi.
Oh, this used to be us in my bedroom when we were kids. Sure has changed.
I haven't got around yet to fixing it up. We just got back from our honeymoon a few weeks ago.
Where'd you go?
Frisco. Looked up some of my old pals. Since you and I were on high together, I've been around quite a bit.
You have? Doing what?
Oh, lots of things. I had a job up there, secretarial. Came down here to see my folks because Pa's been sick. Art and I met each other at a party. We've been going around together. Funny thing, me ending up marrying your brother.
Funny thing, I'm getting married, period.
Maybe that's because I was one girl who wasn't so crazy to marry him.
Kept him guessing, huh? I figured if Art ever got hooked, you'd be to the homebody type. I guess you can't tell about people, even your own brother.
You're not so easy to figure out either.
No, I always thought I was the simple type.
You didn't exactly marry what people expected, did you?
I guess not.
Everybody always thought you'd end up marrying Emily Schaefer. Even Emily.
Emily called up last night.
Oh, hello, Dad. I didn't see you sitting there.
She wanted to know when you were getting in. She wants to meet your wife.
She does. I guess I should have written her about it.
There never was any understanding between you two, was there, son?
No, of course not.
I didn't think so. I guess maybe your mother had a different idea.
Well, she has no reason to. Emily and I were never more than just good friends. Well, it's the truth, Dad.
Well, women are funny. Once they get an idea into their heads, you can't get it out with a sledgehammer. You don't have to worry about Emily, though. She's taking it fine.
Well, then who isn't taking it fine? Well, go on, tell me. I might as well be prepared.
You haven't forgotten, have you, that Emily's brother was killed on Bataan?
Oh, so that's it. Hi. Come on, honey. Come on, sit down.
Is it not better after I help your mother?
No, it is not better.
You can start that tomorrow. Come on, sit down.
soup's on.
Oh, that means dinner's ready.
Yeah.
We're gonna have dumplings. Did you ever taste a dumpling?
No.
Oh, say, you taste one dumpling.
Better get a move on, Ty. I won't have any more room in the drainer.
Oh, excuse me. I try to work faster. Please forgive me.
Accidents will happen.
What is the trouble?
I've got a crick in my back. Gosh, Mom, you shouldn't have been over like that. It's all right. I'll get over it. It's been acting up something awful lately, though. Hold on my arm, too.
I learned massage when I was a girl. I will help it to be better.
I'm all right, I tell you. Now, don't you two stop fussing over me.
You better go lie down, Mom. We'll clean up out here. I guess maybe I had. Under the sink.
I have made her angry.
She'll snap out of it.
If only she would let me massage her back.
How come you ever learned how? I thought Japanese girls never did anything but sit around and get waited on.
Oh, no. We work very hard.
Doing what?
Japanese wife is supposed to know everything. How else can she tell her servants to how to do things if she's not able to do them by herself?
Did you have many servants?
I lived with my grandfather. He had many.
This must be quite a come-down for you, working in the kitchen like a maid.
Oh, no. I want to help, to learn to do everything. I wish to please her.
Mom? She's used to doing everything by herself. I know one thing. As soon as possible, Art and I are going to move.
Suppose your husband wishes to remain with his parents.
Boy, have you got a lot to learn.
I hope Jim will not be angry with me.
You like the guy a lot, don't you?
He's my husband.
What are you giving me? Oh, look at the two little girls doing their chores.
How you making out, Ty? Dropped all the dishes yet?
What's the matter, huh?
Come on, bonehead.
Well, Fran, what did I say? What did I say? What's the matter?
I have made them both angry.
What about? Is that what upset you?
Your mother was angry.
Nonsense.
It made her back hurt. I wanted to massage it for her, but she would not allow it.
Massage, huh? You and Mom could get to know each other better. It's a great idea. Come on, let's go find him. Mom, you sleep?
Come in, Jim.
We came to see how you were feeling.
That's nice of you.
How's your backache?
Oh, it's nothing. I'll be all right.
Why don't you let Ty rub it?
It wouldn't do any good.
Well, go on, Mom. Let her try.
Oh, I don't want to be a bother.
It is no bother, please. I know you will feel better.
Really?
Oh, please, Mrs. Sterling, I know I can help you.
Well, I guess it can't make it any worse.
Well, I'll leave you two here, and I'll be back in a little while.
Please turn over. try and relax, please. It will hurt less and less if you do. Oh, that's the spot. That's where it always starts. My mother once had pains in her back. I made her well.
It does feel good. Jim says your father died when you were a child.
It is hard for me to remember him. He died of cholera. He was away on one of the farms in the mountains around Osaka.
Farms?
My grandfather had several farms. Once a year, he and my father would go around and, what is the word? Inspect them.
Did you have a good talk with Fran?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Jim used to go to high school with her. She had a schoolgirl crush on him. Emily was...
I'm so dirty and you're so pretty. You have the money, the shopping list?
Yes.
Good. Now look, if you see something, a hat or a dress or something, go ahead, buy it.
Thank you.
Oh, don't say thank you, just buy it. Hot. Yeah. You all set to go?
Just about. We're waiting for Fran.
I still think you should come into town with us.
Nah, I got the West 16 to do.
Well, don't go knocking yourself out. You haven't been home a week yet.
Oh, it's good to be farming again. I've waited a long time for this.
It's taking Fran so long.
She'll be here, Dad.
Fran! Oh, Fran!
I've got a headache, Art. Heat, I guess. I'm not going.
But, Fran, you were supposed to help Ty with her shopping. Show her the town.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ty, honest. It is all right. I come with some other time.
Well, don't worry about Ty. We'll take care of it.
Sure. Dad and Art will show you the sights.
I do not want to be any bother.
You're no bother. Come on, get in. You just take it easy. There's no sense
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Bye. Jim?
Yeah.
Come on, sit down a minute. You've been working since 6:30 this morning.
Well, you'd better go in and lie down if you feel so right.
I don't really feel badly.
You killed me, Fran. You always did.
Thanks. I'm glad I did something to you.
Tell me, why didn't you go into town with him?
I wanted to stay here and talk with you. Is that a crime?
But, just for the record, I'm married, you're married, I love my wife.
How do you know?
I love her. Are you kidding? It's about time you got wised up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Only because you don't want to. Certain things are right, certain things aren't.
Why don't you say what you've got to say straight, like an American?
Oh, thanks.
Jim, don't be angry with me. We were always such good friends.
Well, then why can't you be friends with Ty? She's away from her home and her family. This is all very strange to her. You could make her a lot happier.
You should have thought of that before you brought her here.
It's a loader, Ty. See how much time it saves?
America is wonderful.
I'll get the receipts, Dad. Meet you in the office. This is where we bring the letters to be packed and shipped all over the country. Hello, Mr. Sterling. Oh, hello there, Cheryl. How you doing? Fine. Heard your son's come home.
Yep, he's back in the harness just as if he'd never been away.
Oh, this is Jim's wife. Mr. Hasegawa was one of our neighbors. Welcome, Mrs. Sterling. I've heard of your arrival.
Thank you.
Maybe Shiro will show you through the plant. Sure I will. Would you like me to show you around?
Yes, thank you.
How's the team over here? Much different, I bet.
Oh, yes. There are so many wonderful things to see.
You speak the language very well. So you were born here.
I try always to think in English, or I might forget and speak Japanese.
I understand. I was born in this country, and when I went back to Japan, I had to try to get used to thinking in Japanese.
You were in Japan? When?
Oh, some years ago. I was glad to get back to the States. Now, here's where they print and pack the letters. They go into packing the letters. Then it goes on the conveyor. Then the man puts the ice in. Now there's a real Jap DOL. How about that?
That happens to be my brother's wife.
I didn't know. No offense, man.
Forget it.
Hello there.
This is my sister Emma. This is Jim Sterling's wife.
Hello. Welcome to our country. Your brother is very kindly showing me the plant. Do they have anything like this in Japan? I don't think so. It is so wonderful. But I expected to see things like this in America. Were you in Japan with your brother? I've never been out of California.
Well, Ty, we're ready to go now. Thanks, Shiro, for showing Mrs. Sterling around.
Thank you, Mr. Hasegawa, for being so kind. Since we are neighbors, perhaps we will see each other again. Yes, we'll be looking forward to it. Bye. Bye.
See you, Shiro.
Thank you. Thank you.
They just came back last Tuesday.
Oh, I'm so... Oh, Ty. Mrs. Schaefer and her daughter dropped by to call on us. Put your packages down and join us.
Yes.
It's so nice to meet you, Ty.
I have heard much about you, Miss Schaefer. I'm honored to know you, Mrs. Schaefer.
How do you do? Please call me Emily. I feel so formal being called Miss Schaefer in this house.
Emily.
That's much better.
By the way, Ty, a package came for you this afternoon. It was marked fragile, so I had them carry it up to your room.
Oh, my dolls have arrived.
Dolls?
Oh, yes. A Japanese girl, when she marries, brings her dolls to her husband's house.
How interesting.
Some of the dolls are very, very old. In Japan, we have a holiday, the Feast of the Dolls.
Did you have a good time in town?
Oh, yes, thank you. We stopped at the packing plant, and our neighbor, Mr. Hasegawa, explained everything to me.
That was nice of him.
And I met his sister. Oh, she's a real American, as I hope to be. How is Fran?
She went over to see a friend.
But she was ill when we left.
Was she? She didn't act it.
I'm very happy that she's not.
Mrs. Sterling's told us how quickly you're learning about ranch life.
Oh, thank you very much. Would you wish me to make some tea?
We don't have time. We really ought to be going, Emily. Oh, Mother, we only just got here. I can't help it. I think we'd better go.
Why don't you put some water on, Ty? I could use a cup of tea.
Yes. Excuse me.
Mother, you promised. I told you I shouldn't come. Harriet, you understand. We're old friends. You've got to get over it, Mother. Get over the death of Fred? I'll never get over it. I don't see how you can bear to speak to her. You certainly couldn't have cared very much for your own brother.
Millie, shh. Please, Millie.
Got to be realistic about this, Mother. We can't carry hatred and grudges the rest of our lives. I hate them all. But this is Jim's wife. You always were a fool about Jim. He never could do any wrong as far as you were concerned. Haven't you any pride?
Now, Millie, you're getting yourself all upset.
Why shouldn't I be upset? I begged Emily not to come here today. I told her it was Jim's place to come to see her. If he could hold his head up after the way he treats her. Mother, stop, please. We'd better go.
I'm real sorry.
Come on, Mother. You come and see me, Harriet. I won't set foot in this house again. Not while she's here.
Millie, if you feel that way, Millie, there isn't very much I can do about it, is there?
I'll phone later on. Please say something to Todd to forgive us.
Wasn't that Emily and her mother that just drove off?
Yes.
Ready to stay very long?
I was just coming in.
What's the matter?
We're all trying awfully hard, Jim, but I'm afraid I just lost an old friend. It's not your fault.
What happened?
Where's Todd?
I don't know.
I've been looking for you. What do your dolls got here? Oh, cute. Any of them got broken? Who are those two up there?
The Emperor and the Empress. These are 5-chord musicians. And these are servants and the members of the household.
They're beautiful.
I'm pleased that you like them.
Sure. Did you have a good time in town?
Oh, yes. I was shown through the packing plant by Shiro Hasegawa, and I met his sister.
Oh, yeah, sure, and Emma, they're nice kids.
Are they friends of your family?
Well, no, not exactly. They're, neighbors.
I also met your old friend, Emily.
You did?
Why didn't Fran go into town with us?
Well, she didn't feel very well.
She recovered quickly.
Sometimes in America, people recover just like that. Mrs. Schaefer give you a bad time?
Please, Jim, if you don't mind, don't say anything. You see, they don't know I heard them talking. It made your mother upset. Please say nothing, Jim. It is all right.
It's all right. I should never have left you alone today.
Doesn't matter.
Oh, why should we worry about anybody else? Nothing counts except us. Just us.
Jim, this morning Ted told me where there are mushrooms growing. May I go to pick them?
Of course. You don't have to ask me.
May I tell you something?
Mm-hmm.
I love you now more than ever.
Don't you ever stop telling me that, Mrs. Sterling. You understand?
Yes, my husband.
There's always some mushrooms over there by those trees. Gosh, it's a hot day. It's a lovely day. It's Cheryl. Hi! Betty picked all the mushrooms.
Oh, no, there's plenty for everyone.
Gosh, look at them.
See, Ted? These are good kind.
Uh-huh.
But those are not.
Uh-huh. Say, Ty, mind if I go for a swim?
But we were going to pick them together.
You got somebody to help you. I'll be right back.
There's a water hole over the hill. All the boys swim there.
You told me you had been to Japan.
Yes, Tokyo, Yokohama, Hiroshima. Do you want to talk Japanese?
Oh, no, please. I want always to speak my husband's language. If you wish to speak it.
Oh, no, I don't.
You did not like it over there?
I made the greatest mistake of my life by going there.
That's so.
A friend of mine in San Francisco was offered a job in Japan, and he talked me into going with him. I thought I was going to like it when I first got there. I got a good job and started saving money. Then came Pearl Harbor. Couldn't believe it.
I remember that day. Everywhere flags were flying, people running through the street. But my grandfather stayed inside and would see nobody.
My friend went over on their side. I found out he had always planned to do so. And what's worse, he thought I would too.
What did you do then?
They put me in prison along with some other Americans. I was a prisoner until the end of the war.
It must have been a terrible blow to your family.
They had their own troubles. My father and Emma were sent to Tulare, a war relocation camp for the Japanese. Emma understood, although it meant leaving our home and our farm. My father, it was hard for him. He was very bitter about it.
Time will heal the wounds of memory.
I hope so. It would do him good to forget. My father would like meeting you. Would you like to walk over to our house?
But Ted,
He'll still be swimming when we get back here.
I would like to meet your father.
Good. Our house is over this hill. I enjoyed our talk and your visit. My father was pleased.
He's a fine man.
Hi, Ida, swell swim. You finished?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I have enough.
Bye.
Bye.
Cheryl.
See you.
Say, Ty, could we kind of keep it a secret about me going for a swim?
Well, why?
Well, you see, Mom doesn't like me going down there because the kid got drowned once. She's scared.
But it was wrong of you not to tell me that.
It doesn't make any difference. You see, nothing happened to me. Please, Ty, don't tell Mom.
But that would be a lie.
It won't be a lie if you just don't say anything.
All right, Ty, the dinner was great. Never thought I'd like mushrooms, but the way you fixed them was good. I knew you'd like it. But, Mom... You were funny, Mom, as if every mouthful was going to be your last.
I've never been able to tell the difference between a mushroom and a toadstool.
I'd like to learn. Next time you go picking mushrooms, Ty, I'll go with you.
I'd be happy to have you.
Must get awfully dull picking mushrooms all by yourself.
Oh, but I had company.
Yeah, I was with Ty. I helped her pick them.
Oh, my. You picked him, Ted?
You need not fear. I know the good from the bad.
Oh, Ted was with you. I didn't know.
Sure.
All the time?
Wasn't I, Ty?
Yes, he was with me.
Sort of gets lonesome out in the fields, away from the house, from everybody, where people can't see you.
Why, it's the Hasagawa.
What do you want?
Put on your shoes.
For the Hasagawas?
Well, this is a nice surprise.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Sterling. Good afternoon. Mr. Sterling.
Hello, Shiro, Emma.
Everyone.
How are you?
We took the liberty of bringing this present for the newlyweds. May you always have happiness and prosperity. Oh, thank you very much.
Very nice, sir.
Yeah. Well, go ahead and open it, Ty. Open it, Ty.
Yes.
That was very thoughtful of you. Isn't that your father sitting in the truck?
Yes, Mr. Sterling.
Well, tell him to come on in.
We just came to bring the present.
Oh, look. Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
Amelia.
Oh, it is most generous of
You
you.
shouldn't have done it.
It is an honor to bring a gift to our neighbor.
Shiro, why don't you get your father? I don't think he'll come.
Well, why not? I'll get him. Come on in. Yeah, come on in, Shiro.
Did you see this nice coffee?
Hello there, Mr. Hasagawa. It's a hot day. How about having some iced tea with us?
No.
We'd be glad to have you.
Please inform my son and my daughter that I'm ready to go.
Sure. Oh, it's too hot to move around. I don't blame him, especially when he's comfortable.
Won't you sit down for a while?
Please, we only came for a minute. I think we'd better be going.
Can't you stay?
No, honest, thanks. We'll see you again. Yes, Shiro. See you around. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Shiro. Thanks again.
Well, that old Hasagawa. Imagine him sitting there like a cigar store Indian.
He's an old man, Ma.
Old, just stubborn, and bad-mannered to boot. I never knew he had a grudge against us.
I guess maybe he's still sore because some people tried to buy his land while he was in the relocation camp.
Is that all that's biting him? We've got a few things to be sore about ourselves.
Oh, Fran, I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
What's the matter? Can anybody voice an opinion around here?
Oh, please, Mrs. Sterling. He does not bear you any ill will.
Get that, will you, Jim?
Sure.
If you will excuse me, it is such a beautiful day that I would like to take a walk. Will you please tell Jim?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Now, there goes the walkingest girl in the country.
And you're the talkingest girl in the country.
Lots of times it's best to walk away rather than say something you're liable to regret.
Why does Ty have to take offense at every little thing? She makes it so difficult.
Now, Harriet, there's no use.
No, let me say it. I don't know how she thinks. I don't know how any of them think. Old man Hasagawa not coming in and...
I guess he's like Millie Schaefer. Some people just don't want to forgive or forget.
Oh, why don't we drop the subject?
All right, yeah. That was Emily. She's giving a barbecue for Ty and me this coming Saturday. You're invited.
What's she going to do with her mother? Chloroform her?
Well, if you must know, her mother's going to San Francisco for the weekend.
I was just checking up.
Where's Ty?
He went for a walk. Come on, Fran, we're going to the movies.
Who says I want to go?
We're going to the movies.
You'll fall asleep again.
What's your big idea, Fran?
Fran, are you trying to make trouble for Ty?
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
can't let her alone for a second, can you?
I didn't do anything to her. I could, though.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
I'm gonna get good and sore if you don't tell me what you got in your mind.
All right. She said she was picking mushrooms with Ted. But I saw her and Shiro Hasagawa going into his house, and there was no Ted.
It's none of your business. You keep out of it from now on. See?
I sure do. You can go to the movies by yourself.
There's nothing like a peaceful Sunday afternoon.
Emily Schaefer called. She's giving a party for us next week. You'll get a chance to meet all my old friends.
It will be very nice.
It's quite a view, isn't it?
Oh, it is so beautiful up here. It looks like...
Looks like what, honey?
You will not mind if I say it looks like a certain hill in Japan on one of my grandfather's farms.
Well, why should I mind if it looks like your own country?
It is because
Because of what happened down at the house? Well, folks, they like the Hasagawas. It's just that they're different from most people they're used to.
I know. I'm sorry they came.
Oh, don't be sorry, Ty. Next time they come, it'll be much easier.
I do not think they will come again.
Well, it'll all be different when we get our own house.
Your parents do not want us in their house?
Sure. Sure. It's just that in this country, every young couple expects to get into their own house as soon as possible. It's nothing to do with us.
Oh, I see.
Dad said he was going to give me this section of land when I got married. Oh, this would be a wonderful site for a house, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. It would be beautiful.
Yeah, we could sort of build a Japanese house with lots of light and windows. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Oh, yes, yes. But would your parents...
Oh, the heck with them. This is for ourselves. Now, right here, this section right here, this would be the main room, right here. And this whole side here, we'd make into windows so you get the view. That orchard is a sea of white blossoms in the spring. Now, here, this would be the bedroom, right here, right in this spot. And along this wall, we'll build shelves and you can put your dolls up. How's that?
Jim.
Sure. And at the other end over here, we'll put the kitchen. It'll have a view, too. Seems to be a woman is stuck in the kitchen most of the time. Might as well be pleasant for them. And over here, we'll reserve this space for extra rooms when we start raising a family.
Jim, I think we must plan such a room now.
Yeah? Oh, what do you know? Honey, you shouldn't have walked up the hill. Start making plans for the house tonight. Come on. Maybe I should carry you, honey.
Please, Jim. I never felt so well in my life.
This is the first big party I've given in ages.
Gotta dance with the hostess. Mom always said I gotta dance with the hostess.
No, Willie, please.
Oh. Oh, it's good to have you back, boy. It's just like old times, see you and Emily back together again. Yes, sir. Just like the old days. Boy, am I having a good time. How about you, Ming Toy? You having fun?
Her name is Ty.
Minto is a Chinese.
Huh?
Come on, Woody.
Don't worry about him, honey. Say, why don't we dance? Come on. Well, it's all right, isn't it?
Well, it is all right, but I don't know how to dance.
Come on, I'll teach you. It's easy. Stay over here in the corner until you get out to it. Put your arm up there. That's right. All right. That's it. That's it. That's it. Come on.
The old Japanese one-step, huh?
They're watching us, Jim.
Come on, you're doing fine now. Now just relax. Relax, relax. Come on. Do what I do, see?
You know, it's certainly nice of you to give a party for him.
I wanted to.
Back with me. That's right. Go on.
That's it.
Hey! It's about time you and me dance together, huh, Emily? You see, you're doing fine. There's nothing to it. Come on.
That guy sure must have something. First Emily, now you.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Woody, you're drunk.
Buy you a beer?
No, thanks. You shouldn't have one either.
I shouldn't, but I'm gonna.
All right. We'll try it again when the music changes.
Dance a rumba with me, Jim? We haven't danced together in a long time.
Oh, please dance with her, Jim. Go ahead.
I always forget what a good dancer she is.
Yeah, she's good.
I wonder if anyone's with Ty. I hope he doesn't make a fool of herself. She's such a shy little thing.
How about it, Choo-Choo Sam? Let's you and me show 'em how to do this dance, huh?
No, I cannot. Please, you ask someone else.
No, I'm asking you.
No, I cannot.
All you geisha girls know how to dance.
Please, I was not a geisha girl.
Look, I'm broad-minded, so what difference does it make? Okay, I'm sorry. I was just kidding. Now, don't get upset. I guess I just figured that Jim couldn't have met you any other way but at a geisha house. You know how they are about those things in Japan, and they don't.
What's the matter, Ty?
Look, Jim, let me explain. I didn't mean to hurt her feelings.
What'd you do?
It was nothing, Jim.
That's right, it's nothing. Try to get her to dance with me. Guess maybe I said something wrong.
You always were a jughead when you were drinking. What'd you say?
What's the matter? Can't she take a joke? All I said was I thought geisha girls knew how to dance.
You call her a geisha?
Oh, look, Jim, you're not fooling old Woody. Oh, wait a second, Jim. I hate to do this.
Take it easy, Jim. Take it easy. You're gonna be all right. Come on, let's get out of here. Take it easy, fella. Terrible Woody. Jim boy, can you walk? Yeah. What are you trying to do? Get yourself killed? No, I'm all right. You ought to know better than to tangle with that big slob, especially when he's drunk. Now, let me go. Where you going? I'm going home.
You'll be hurt badly, Art. Thank you, Art.
Come on, get in.
I'm so sorry. So sorry.
Now, don't you get upset. I just got socked. No reason for you to be sorry at all.
But I have made you lose face.
Is that what you're thinking? You mustn't blame yourself.
I was thinking, perhaps it is better if I'd never sent you out to the hospital.
You can't seriously mean that. Don't you ever think such a thing again. Do you hear? Come on, honey. Let's go home.
I'll be along pretty soon. It's almost lunchtime.
Well, we might as well lock up.
That suits me.
Tired, Dad?
Me? Oh, this is easy work for a change. Well, son, summer's just about over.
Yeah, I know. I'd hoped to get more done on the house before the baby came.
Maybe we should have hired an extra man for the ranch work.
No, nonsense. I wanted to do my share.
Well, if you're worrying about the baby, don't. There's always room down at the house for one more.
Afraid not, Dad.
Well, I thought everything was going along all right.
Oh, come off it. Let's not kid ourselves. Fran and Mom are in cahoots against Ty, and you know it.
No, I don't.
Well, then you must be blind. Even now, with Ty almost ready to go to the hospital, she does more than her share. And is Mom grateful?
Now, don't get sore at your mother,
Well-
son. She just can't get next to
Well,
Ty.
has she ever tried? Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry I lost my temper.
You lose it at the drop of a hat these days, son. You gotta realize that when you married a Japanese girl and brought her here to the ranch, it was going to take time for all of us to adjust ourselves.
The sooner we get out of the house, the better.
I'm sorry you feel that way about it, son.
Dad, aren't you going to stay for lunch?
No, I guess I'll mosey on back to the house.
You're not staying lunch with us?
Oh, you two will enjoy yourself more.
I don't think you should walk up that hill every day, honey.
The doctor says I must exercise just like a healthy, normal animal.
Well, okay, if he says so. What do we got? You and I ought to eat Dad's share. I'm so hungry I could eat all three. Yeah, sit down, honey. Precious one. Oh, I didn't tell you about the new idea I have. You know over here where I said I was going to build shelves for your dolls? Well, I thought I went to San Francisco, then go to Chinatown, I couldn't find a cheap wood cabinet. Just fit right in here with lots of shelves for your daughter. Huh? I couldn't tell you about the thing over here, too. The window comes about right here. I thought I'd build a window box outside for flowers. You like that, Ty?
Look at the little Jap baby. I must say they're real cute. Oh, for goodness sakes, it's got an American name.
Sure has. We're gonna call him James Sterling, Jr.
It's a fine name, Jim. I'm sure you'll grow up to be proud of it.
James Sterling Jr. for your bottle.
The men ought to be home pretty soon. It's almost 10:30.
All those meetings down at the association are breaking up later and later.
Maybe they got more to worry about these days with the Japs farming again.
Oh, the baby.
Thank you. He's fine. I'm going to get his bottle.
Here, let me hold him.
Of course, if you would like to.
Hello, little boy. Coming down to visit with the grown-ups.
I'll be only a minute.
You know, I think he has a sterling mouth.
Sure doesn't have the sterling eyes. She sure dropped her Jap friends in a hurry.
I hope he was no bother.
No, he's as good as gold. Why don't you feed him down here? Doesn't hurt a little one to be part of the family.
Oh, thank you very much.
Have you heard anything from the Hasagawas lately, Ty?
No, but it is no surprise. I have no time to see anyone these days.
Shiro seems so friendly. He knows about the baby, doesn't he?
Perhaps not. I would like him to be christened soon.
What's the rush? I never had been christened.
But then, when you die, you will not go to heaven.
Oh, that's one of your crazy foreign notions.
I thought it was American notion, too. He'll go to sleep. I'll take him to the bed now.
Good night, then.
Kiss the baby good night for me.
Thank you, Mrs. Sterling. I will.
Kind of peculiar. None of the Hasagawas came to see the baby, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know. The old man's cranky.
Well, I think they're going about it all wrong. After all, the government gave them back their land.
Yes, but Jim, you've got to abide by the rules of the association, no matter what your personal opinions are.
I don't see why. If the Japanese are such tough competition, why don't they take them into the association?
That's your opinion, Jim. It isn't mine.
All right, it's my opinion. Okay.
You don't seem to be having much to say, Ed. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Oh, yes, there is. I can always tell. Come on, spill it. Then you'll feel better.
Here's a letter that was with my mail at the association.
Well, why don't you read it?
I suppose you ought to know about it. It hits all of us. Dear Mr. Sterling, this is not an easy letter to write. It seems that the association has trouble enough without the added difficulty of your bringing a Jap girl into your family. Talk is getting around that this girl's baby looks 100% Japanese. Has it occurred to you that she may have been a little too friendly with Shiro Hasagawa? You better look into this. A friend. Anybody who won't sign his name is certainly no friend.
Whoever wrote that garbage knew better than to send it to me.
Who wrote that letter?
I'm not going to let him get away with it. I'm going down to the
You
association.
do nothing of the kind. Just because one person has a filthy mind doesn't mean the others have.
What I want to know, right here and now, do any of you believe what's in this letter?
Now, just a minute, Jim.
You realize the association might throw your father out. He's secretary. He can't afford to have anything said against him.
That's right, Jim. It puts Dad in an awful bad spot.
And if he's out of the association, he can't sell the produce.
Now,
And then
Harriet,
what'll all of us
I
do?
can take care of that
You
problem.
don't have to worry. Ty and I are going to get out of the house right now, and then nobody will have any problems.
That won't solve anything.
Maybe not, but I've got our future to think about. In the meantime, you can start looking for somebody else to take over my share of the
Now, wait a minute, Jim.
Sorry, that's the way it's going to be. Jim!
Pack up your things, Ty. We're getting out of here.
What happened?
Don't start asking questions. Just start getting ready.
No. Something has happened. Has it anything to do with
It's not important. Just start packing.
It is something I have done. You must tell me, Jim.
Oh, I don't know. I tried to do the right.
I don't understand.
Oh, it's no use talking about it. Come on, let's get out of here.
Leave the farm forever?
Yes.
I would do nothing until I know what has happened to make you so angry.
Look, Ty, there are awful people in the world. They want to make trouble. One of them just wrote my father a letter.
About me?
About you and Shiro.
What about?
Well, you might as well hear it straight. The letter says the baby isn't mine. Now, don't go freezing up on me. I don't believe it. Aren't you going to say anything? What? What did you say?
これだけバカにされたらたくさんです。
Oh, talk English, will you? Why can't you try to act like the rest of us? Don't you people ever get angry? Lose your temper? Don't you ever cry? Are you going to come with me or aren't you? Are you coming with me? Okay, you do what you want. I'm leaving.
Where have you been all night? We've been worried sick about you. Nobody's hardly slept. Ty's gone.
Gone? Where?
We don't know. She left this note.
She took the baby with her.
Well, of course she would. What are you going to do?
What for?
You can't.
Why not?
Because you can't.
What do you mean I can't? I'm going to find her and we'll start over some other place.
You're a fool. Why don't you leave things as they are? It's best for you this way and for your family. There never would have been any trouble if you hadn't brought Ty here.
Go on.
Well, it wasn't right, not from the very beginning. You didn't stop to consider your family. You see, it hasn't worked out.
You sound pretty definite.
Well, it hasn't. Ty realized, even if you didn't. That's why she went to Shiro. Jim, believe me, I want to be your friend, to help you.
My friend, huh?
Of course.
My friend.
You know, Jim, that I've always liked you, even in high school. Go on, let her go. It's best this way. You'll never regret it. She wasn't for you.
My friend.
Jim.
Like the friend who wrote the letter.
Let go of me.
Maybe you know the friend who wrote the letter.
I don't. Jim,
Everything
you're
you say sounds like it. You wanted Ty to leave.
I did, if you want the truth. You deserve a better girl than Ty. I can't help how I feel.
You wrote that letter, didn't you?
Emily must have done it.
You're a liar. It was you. You wanted to stir up trouble between Ty and me. You were always baiting her.
Oh, let go of me. You're hurting me. Please, I didn't mean any harm.
I've taken all I'm going to take from you. You're shoving Ty around your cheap cracks and now this filthy letter. It's all caught up with you, Fran. Everything. You're to blame for everything. What are you trying to do? You lost your sense. No, I found it for the first time. There's your friend. She sent the letter.
I did not.
What do you mean?
Please come in the house.
No, we'll settle it out here. I'm going in that house just one more time and have to pack up and get out.
You're talking crazy. Why don't you stop? Haven't we got enough trouble
Well,
already?
who's responsible for the trouble? You are. You all are. Every one of you. But she wrote that dirty letter. She admitted it.
I did it for his own good. I wanted to bring him to his senses, show him how people felt. Ty didn't belong here. Ever since she came here, she caused nothing but trouble. Nobody liked her. She...
Get up. I said get up. You've had it coming. You've been pitching too many curves around here. We're going to straighten out a lot of things now. Get in the house. I'm sorry, Jim. For Fran, me, I'm sorry.
Fran was wrong. In lots of ways, all of us were wrong. We all made our mistakes, but if we see them in time, it isn't too late.
It isn't too late, Jim, believe me. We want you to bring them back.
We're wasting time, Jim. We ought to be out looking for her. I'll start for town. You go over to the Hasagawas. We'll find her. Come on.
All right. Is my wife here?
No, she's gone.
She's in the house and you know it.
Go in if you want.
Hi. Mr. Hasagawa, if you know where she is, you've got to tell me.
She's gone with Emma.
Where did Emma go?
Morning.
Shiro, where did Emma take Ty?
Doesn't want you to know.
But she's my wife. I want to find her. Shiro, whatever she may have told you, I never believed it. No matter what she said, I never believed it. I want her back. I want my son back.
She knows that. She will not let you take son from her. She die first.
Can't you understand? I love her. I want her back. I love her. I want her back.
Father, we can't keep him from trying to find his wife.
お前はわしに向かって理屈を言うつもりか、お父っつぁんに向かって。
I know you're my father, but we're not living in Japan. We have to abide by the customs of the country.
More better she go to her own country where they give father respect.
Where is she, Emma?
Why don't you leave her alone?
How can I? How can she go on alone?
She's going to work to get passage money to return to her grandfather. The world's against you, Jim.
I only ask you to tell me where I can find her. If she refuses to come back, at least she'll know we all wanted her.
Tell him where she is, Emma.
Thank you, Shiro.
Good luck, Jim.
She's with our cousins in Monterey.
Thank you, Emma.
Excuse me. Yes? Are you George Kyoto?
Not here.
You know where he is? His cousin, Emma Hasagawa, said I could find him here.
He down there, baby.
Where?
With Brennan boat.
Thanks. Hey, you George Kyoto? Hi, my name's Jim Sterling. Emma Hasagawa told me my wife was staying with your family. I want to see her.
She said she didn't want to see anybody.
Well, look, she wouldn't have given me your name if it wasn't okay. Here.
Well, no skin off of my nose, I guess. Go down to the first floor beyond the mission. Turn right. It's the last house out on the point.
Thanks. Excuse me for barging in like this, but this is my baby and I'm looking for my wife. Well, if she isn't here, do you know where I can find her? Thank you.
Let me go, Jim.
This won't solve anything. We can't give up. I love you. Do you understand? I love you.